Okay, well, uh, deck tech for another stab at Obosh Wish, and yeah, so this is gonna be a different take, and it's actually kind of messing around with a kind of companionless sort of budget version of Wish, where I kind of realize like how is it that I can sort of maximize my access to sideboard cards while at the same time not having to load up my sideboard with something like Magus of the Moon or something like that. And anyway, so obviously, um, this is kind of an interesting idea here, but it's basically I am going to be playing a sort of strip mines type build, and we got our demolition fields over on the left, and then we got our field of ruins right there to the right. They do mostly the same thing. Unfortunately, MTGO seems to have a bug. I don't understand why it would be this way, but demolition field seems to be such that if your opponent opts not to search for a land, you don't get a land as well. So they don't get a land, and you don't get a land. I don't see why that would be the case. My understanding is that the part that says you may search for a basic land is not contingent on your opponent. But if I'm mistaken about that, you can all let me know. But from what I've understand, I've talked to somebody else, and they've reported the bug, and they've asked like a judge, my understanding, and they've been told that it's definitely a bug. And unfortunately, TGO hasn't fixed it yet. But in any case, for the most part, as long as we lead on demolition field, um, get those out of the way first, and then start fielding of ruin, it comes up a little bit, but it's not that big of a deal. I mean, it'd be nice if our opponents didn't, take advantage of it, because they could search and fail to find. But they seem to be aware of it a lot of times, and I don't know. I'm not sure like if it's not sure if this is against like the rules or anything, but they do seem to be purposefully opting not to search instead of failing to find, which I guess that's fine. I guess it's not their fault that it glitches out, doesn't let you search too, but it is what it is. In any case, yeah. So what's the idea here? What's the plan? So I mean, it's sort of the basic sort of Mishra's Reacher's Desk. Like I've said in my video explaining, I think this is going to be the next big thing. I think this is going to be this is going to basically allow us to power through our deck in a way that we just never have been able to do before. Um, and a Relic of Progenitus, can't leave home without it. It's just the single best graveyard hate card. In worst case scenario, it cycles. It's becoming a little bit of a non-bo with Mishra's Research Desk, a little bit, but honestly, I still just feel like there's no substitute for Relic. It still just also works with Obosh too. It's just it's too good to pass up on, and you just have to be a little careful with how you space out your research desks, and you ideally don't want to exile these when you're in your graveyard, and it's a little push and pull. It adds a little more of a skill element to the deck. It's fine by me, but I don't think this changes the fact that research desk is probably better than um, um, synthesizer, experimental synthesizer. So anyway, in any case, we got our Ragavans, got our Oboshes, Bonecrusher Giant. It's a burn spell and it's a creature in the early stages of the game. Very nice. Yeah, Seasoned Pyromancer Fury, all pretty standard stuff, all pretty amazing stuff. I am opting for Valakut Awakening. I did try playing Forgotten Cave in a similar build. I just still got kind of mana flooded a little bit more than I would have liked, and even though it did help a bit, Valakut Awakening's ability to just ship a whole bunch of lands, like if I start getting mega flooded, if I draw this at any point in the first 3 turns of the game, and as long as they don't discard it or counter it or something, it can completely reset a hand that's flooding out way too bad and just completely give me gas. Plus, I can pitch it to Seasoned Pyromancer, pitch it to Fury. That's something you can't do with a Forgotten Cave. Sure, you could cycle Forgotten Cave and hope you get another red card that you can pitch, but sometimes you kind of don't want to, like Bonecrusher Giant or something. Valakut Awakening, it's just kind of a good cycler, and it's just a lot of times an ideal pitch. So, there's a lot to be said. I think Valakut Awakening has a lot of subtle advantages over something like Forgotten Cave that are hard to see, because a lot of times it's clunkier to actually use the cycling part, but the ability to be pitched by Fury and to get a 1/1 token with a Seasoned Pyromancer when you discard it, unlike Forgotten Cave. does come up, because let me tell you, it does. It's a kind of a subtle thing, but that 1/1 token that you get from the Seasoned Pyromancer pitch, like when you pitch it with Seasoned Pyromancer, that a lot of times makes a much bigger difference than you might think, especially in a world full of Ragavans, where being able to, intercept one of those can easily be the difference between winning and losing. The days where like a little 1/1 are completely frivolous and useless are over, at least for now. So yeah, so every additional 1/1 you can get off of the Seasoned Pyromancer, it actually makes a surprisingly big difference. In any case, yeah, so Seal of Fire, what's going on with Seal of Fire? Why am I opting for Seal of Fire? So normally Flame Slash would be in this spot, but I got Flame Slash here as a tutor option in the sideboard. So can't, but here, the other thing about this is that I want to make this so that in most of the games I'm not going to be sideboarding. I'm going to be most of the time relying on my Wish to basically get me the sideboard tech that I need, in the main deck, and also for that matter in games 2 and 3. And that means that the problem with Flame Slash is that there's going to be matchups where it's going to be basically dead, and I don't like that. So I like having access to a card that will be. It won't always be that great in every matchup, but it's never going to be dead. Seal Fire always deals a cool 2 damage, especially it can be nice when you drop Obosh on turn 5. Assuming you put it in your hand on turn 3 or 4, you can drop it, and then especially if they're tapped out, you can immediately sack the seal for 4 damage on something too. So that's kind of nice. I mean, sometimes also you just combine a Seal of Fire with a Bonecrusher Stomp. It's just I think if you can't play Flame Slash, I think Seal of Fire is probably where you want to be as your next option. And Wish. So the namesake of the deck, we're playing Wish. And just sort of the philosophy of this deck is that I'm kind of using Wish as an excuse to load up on 4 Cleansing Wildfires in the sideboard. Maybe 4 is a little overkill, but I don't know. I mean, at the very least, I'm always going to have access to a pretty good sideboard cards. Plus, I also like the way that you're not going to do this in a lot of matchups, but there are some matchups, possibly, for example, maybe Hammer Time. I'm not 100% sure, but there are some matchups where Obosh doesn't make that big of a difference, and where Cleansing Wildfire can be very good, especially when you have all these fields, which can also quickly strip them of all their basics, and then these become basically strip mines. But yeah, it's cool because we can it essentially can turn Wish into a 5-mana Cleansing Wildfire type effect, which is drastically overcosted, except that if we can soften them up with these, Demolition Field and Field of Ruin before then, 5 mana, destroy target land, draw a card. It's not great, but it's not necessarily bad either. But of course, Wish has other utility, Flame Slash something, 4 mana, 4 damage. Not great, but it's the flexibility that's great. We can also Shattering Spree. We can also, Flame Blitz, Blast Zone, Radiant Fountain, Tormod's Crypt, Brittle Effigy. Brittle Effigy is mostly for like Murktide, but can be useful for other things. So sometimes in a pinch we need something that can deal with bigger threats, and it's a little delayed in its effect, plus it can also deal with pro-red creatures, which is kind of nice. It's just it's just good to have, I think, something that can kind of tag really big threats. Again, it's not perfect, but if nothing else, being able to tag Murktide is pretty good. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, sometimes in some matchups though, we're just going to be siding out the Wish for the 4 Cleansing Wildfires, so that's kind of a nice option to have, I guess. But the definitely the bread and butter is these cards, and yeah, I don't know. The problem is I'm really not sure how this would do against like Amulet Titan. We might really need those Magi of the Moon in those matchups, so there's that. But anyway, for now, it seemed like an interesting concept, and I guess we'll give it a spin. We'll see how it goes. Also, why am I playing Radiant Fountain instead of something like Shadow Spear or some like more higher powered life gain effect? I mean, I could, but maybe this is being too cute. But I want to be able to jack myself up to 5 mana if I need to. Like on turn 4, I can play Wish, play out of like a Blast and a Radiant Fountain. On turn 5, if I haven't drawn into the land, I can do it again. I can jack myself up to my 5th land, and yeah, that means that I'm waiting to like cast a 5 mana spell on turn 6 instead of turn 5. But I mean, it's better than not casting it at all. And I guess I kind of like that in retrospect, you know, it's probably a little too cute, but we'll see. I also just like the way Radiant Fountain can be a little bit of life gain in a pinch, while also advancing our game plan in another way, and not being just solely all in on the life gain. But I don't know. You know, Shadow Spear is pretty sweet though, being able to like be a continuous source of life gain. It's always nice. Anyway, let's see how the games go. And you know, I don't know if it's just the four mages in the sideboard that we've traditionally used for the for the I guess these wish type decks. We'll see. Anyway, let's take it into the games and see how they go. All right, match one. I'll keep. I don't think I want to play Valakut Awakening just yet. And Resist Death seems like a great turn one play. Let's see. Well, I'm normally not a big fan of going for the Rakdos, but considering that there's a limited number of like actual removal they could have with one blue. Okay, good. And taking an Urza Saga off the top is far from the worst thing. Alrighty. There's another Urza Saga. I'm probably going to be angling for the 5-mana Wish, I guess. Okay, well, I guess. Okay. I'm going to lead on Lightning Bolt, lead on Lightning Bolt. Or lead on Demolition Field, I guess. Yeah, because I'm going to lead on Demolition Field. I really hope that they don't have Spell Pierce. That would suck. I think it's worth it. Okay. Doesn't look like Spell Pierce to me. And I hope they didn't count as casting a spell for some reason. Okay. So I have had some experiences in the past where I'm like, what the? And for some reason the Ledger Shredder connives when I'm like, I didn't think it would. Most likely I just forgot I had casted a spell. Although sometimes it certainly feels like it's glitched and it's conniving off of one spell, but you know, as far as I know, it's almost guaranteed you just forgot you cast another spell when that happens. Okay. 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 Well, we should try to, now let's definitely Ragavan it up. And get another Urza Saga, I'll take it. Alrighty. Let's see. Yeah, we hit 2 Urza Sagas with this thing. That's pretty good, I think. Okay, Iconoclast. Ready. Let's go. And Seasoned Pyromancer or Fury? It's actually kind of a tough call. I'm gonna go with Seasoned Pyromancer. Alright. 6. So I can actually, here's what I'm going to do. Do this. Maybe I should have let on Wish in case they have Spell Pierce, but we'll see. Start Awakening and Ragavan. Oof. Alright. Well, they'll probably just return it with Aether Spellbomb, but if they don't have Spell Pierce, I gotta get this out of my hand anyway, so whatever. Spell PC Pierce. Or Remand or something. Or actual factual counterspell. Or just only heat. And return with the other spellbomb, I guess. Or not. Surprised they just keep Aether Spellbomb in their back pocket. See, it would seem like a good card to return. You know, up to them, of course. Expressive Iteration. I got my own sort of expressive iterations going on here, and here, I guess. But this is more delayed, but you know, still. Alrighty. That's good. I might be able to hit their only Thassa. Alright. Well, first things first. They're probably gonna Aether Spellbomb this, but you know, still have to try. Alright, it's fine. It's just too good for me to be able to go bam. Yeah, not bad if I do say so myself. I guess I'll just attack with one, just in case they have Dashing Raga Syndrome. Maybe I should have attacked with both, because Dashing Raga Syndrome I could have blocked with the Seasoned Pyromancer, or just more likely Lightning Bolted. Good thing I held on to this for the last one. Got a message from somebody. I'll wait until after the game. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'll block with the Seasoned Pyro. With the Sleazy Pyro. The sleaziest of Pyros. Oh, okay, fine. Alrighty. I guess I'll play around Pilferer, because why not? Or maybe not. Let's do this. Alrighty. Splooshy sploosh. They're out of basics. Yay. Part of me wants to bring back Reese. Yeah, I guess I could. Maybe I should have attacked with Ragavan first. Definitely that. So the next turn, so I'll play it this turn. Works for me. I guess I'm just so used to not hitting anything, but see, I could have. Oh. Play out a Ragavan, but I don't think it's. Oopsie. I won't do that. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. Okay. Let's go. And if I can double block, I probably will. Why not? Okay, great. Let's see what this message is. Or okay, somebody wanted to know if I saw their recent 5-0. I didn't yet, but I'd be happy to check it out. Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't. You know what? This actually might be one of these matchups. where I actually do think it's worth losing Obosh by taking out Wish and bringing in Cleansing Wildfire. It's just such a big game to snag those. Yeah. So I'm gonna lose access to the Wish board, but I think it's worth it. I basically turn into a transformational sideboard for you know, a more traditional kind of strip mines build. I think it's warranted. I'm not feeling a Ragavan, but if they do, I have to accept my fate. Terminator Dark Fate. I never saw that movie. I have no particular desire to, based on what I've heard about it. But of course, I've heard bad things about movies I do like. One of the weirdest movies, man, is I actually kind of like what's it called, The Butterfly Effect. I heard nothing but bad things about it, and the funny thing is that after I watched it, I'm like, yeah, I can totally see all these bad things. But I'm like, for some reason, it's like this movie's got like a lot of bad problems with it, but it's like I still kind of like it for some reason. I don't know. So sometimes for whatever reason, you still can like a movie despite having a lot of glaring problems. I don't know, but it's neither here nor there. Anyway, Sin Extractor over here. I got a feeling they've got like a an unholy heat or something, so I don't want to feed too much into their power fantasy. Yeah, see, or Galv Blast, I guess. It's not as much of a power trip as Unholy Heat. Dealing 6 damage to a Ragavan is way more of a power trip than dealing, and I hope that this guy doesn't have, what's it called, I hope this guy doesn't have Pilferer. Okay, good. So I had to make the little cringe, crybaby voice, and then that prevented them. That they had a Spellpiercer in their hand, and then they looked at it and they're like, "What the?" And it wasn't there anymore. It was the cry. Anyway, I mean, what can I say really much more? I mean, so I guess I should talk a little bit about this matchup. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Hopefully the last card in our hand isn't a you-know-what. But it could be Emery, and if they mill a you-know-what. Oh my god. Just when you think, well, I guess they can't, I guess Emery's not the ideal, because then they can't play it for 1. Maybe they forgot. They have to pay 2 to play it, maybe. We're gonna, yeah, Ragavan's, good one too. Mox Amber, I guess, they could do that too. I mean, why not, right? Or Emery. Yeah, Emery's a good one too, yeah. But good thing I've got the old Fury 2-for-1. Huh, I would have thought, oh yeah, because they can still, for 1, play Emery. But I think that they've kind of blown their load, so to speak. So, I think that puts me in a not bad position. They milled 2 Urza Sagas. That's good for us, especially since even though we sided in, even though we sided stuff in, it's still like, alright, anyway, let's do this here. No. Anyway, so, yeah, yep, that's pretty much the best possible card they could have drawn. I was like, what's the best possible card they could have drawn? I was like, yeah, Expressive Iteration, there it is, yeah. But that's good, it makes the game more riveting. Ready? Iconoclast. Well, good thing I got a Fury ready to go. So ideally, I had a good land off of Mishra's research desk. So I do think I want to do this. Ooh, this is gonna be a tough call. I think I need to hit Seasoned Pyromancer because I gotta keep the good times rolling. Yeah, okay, good. This is what's the best case scenario. I want to be able to, because that's what I was hoping. I draw a red card, I go bam, I play Seasoned, I keep the ball rolling. Oh yeah, it feels good. So see, they can draw amazing, and I can draw amazing too. Yeah, let's go. See here. Good thing I got that Research Desk in the grave, because otherwise I'm flooding out a bit. Draw a card. Yes, hey Sunshine. My bird is nearby, but she doesn't look like she's gonna do the old, you know, squawking or whatever they call it. Yeah, I guess parrot squawk, right? That's what they call it. That was a pretty good draw for them. That was a pretty good draw for me too, though. I like keeping it real here. I guess CZ Pyro would be the jazz to keep the good times rolling, right? So I'm gonna attack. Oops, not with the Seasoned Pyromancer. That would have been a little bit of a disaster. Right. So the idea is I'm going to crack the Relic in response to them tapping with Emery. That's the idea, at least. I'm going to try to catch up with them as far as how much I tear through my library. I can actually tear through my library surprisingly quick with these whatchamajoozies, with these research desks. Surprised they wanted to ditch this into the graveyard when I'm already incentivized to crack the Relic in the first place. Would have thought they'd wait until after they tap the Emery, or are they just going to attack? I'll take it. I mean, I just play Seasoned Pyromancer. I get to hold on to my Relic for another turn. Alrighty. Well, I guess they're just in such a bad spot, though. I guess, you know, right? Alright, well, let's just play this out. Bam, Money Graham. Any, guess I'll do this to the old hollowed fountain. Good, in case I draw another, in case they draw another Urza Saga. I just turn off auto yields in case they have Unholy Heat. Don't indulge that power fantasy too much. Okay. I dig. So they are going for the power fantasy. I'm gonna say no. Just say no to drugs. It does trade, but I still think it's better than just losing it outright. Yeah, they just gave up. Cool. I take it. Alright. Alright, we're into batch 2. Let's go. Oh yeah. Yeah, well, you know, beggars can't be choosers. I think this one's a keep. I never said it was perfect, but it doesn't look bad. And sometimes not bad is good enough. There's just something so appealing about Seal of Fire, at least to me. I love it. Oh no, it's burn. This is by far the deck that I have the least prepared for, but I got the Ragavan, which is good. So I think I'm gonna dash, because this is also kind of a race of sorts. And also I don't want this to get Searing Glazed. Unfortunately I can't play what's it called? Lightning Helix if they have it, but I'll probably throw off a burn spell, I'm guessing. I'm gonna test what I just said. You know what? I don't think I will. It's just because I need the mana more, I think. Let's see. I don't know. Will one Radiant Fountain be enough? I guess this is a good test your might type situation, isn't it? Okay, well, that's what Seal of Fire is for. Ooh, unfortunately, 2 Seal of Fires. I wish I had 2 Seal of Fires, but you know, in good times and bad times. See, that's where I wish that was Forgotten Cave, but it is what it is. Let's Ragavan it up. I'll probably use a burn spell, obviously, if they reveal it. There's a very good chance they do. Well, I meant a burn spell to a creature. Alright, so I'm going to try to stomp that. Oh wow. That's a lot of gobbos. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh no, what is this? They're gonna kill their own creature in response? I mean, I guess they could. The Lightning Helix their own creature? It's something worth considering, I guess, right? Oh, or they're gonna Boros Charm and... Okay. I thought they're gonna make their creature indestructible, but I guess that works too. I got some choices here. You know what? I'm gonna go for this, and this might seem a little bit greedy. Actually, it's mega greedy. Going for that thing. So I think I'd rather just... So let's do this here. Let's start off by this, because the odds of me hitting a burn spell are pretty good, and that would be, I think, the most ideal. Yeah, that's not the kind of burn spell I was hoping for, so I think I'm just gonna play the sleazy Pyro. I definitely need that wish, because I need to gain that 2 life. That 2 life is really life or death right here. Ready. Yep. Saw that one coming. Yeah, that was not my first choice of cards I could have drawn. But the good news is that it's gonna kind of hamstring them too. I can flash back the Pyro tokens. I don't need to go for Obosh just yet. Just gonna block like this. Ready. I think this would be pretty good. You know, so I have some choices here, but I think think I have to pitch the Ragavan and then go gain 2 life. Even though, yeah. Oh, they just gave up. Alright, well, oof. Dang, I did not expect to be able to beat Burn when this is my only life gain tool, but honestly, like, you know, you need things to go right for you, even if you have, like, a Shadow Spur, even Dragon's Claw for that matter. Yeah, like, that's the thing about Burn. This is one of the reasons why I'm on the Radiant Fountain plan, is it's just, it is just a pretty nice tool for gaining some life, you know, getting a land drop, boost my life a little bit, while also advancing my game plan another way, and, like, at the end of the day, Burn, the Wish, ironically, you'd think Wish could be an opportunity where Burn could be a good matchup, because you can grab, like, life gain, but in reality, it's so clunky, the life gain needs to be a bit more efficient to really have a good matchup, so ultimately, I still need to, I think, count on just things going right, and maybe a little help from the Wish board can help get me there, which is what happened in that game. We have to just accept, I think, we're the underdog in this matchup, and try to steal a win, which we did, so. Alright. Well, hopefully they're on the Eidolon plan without Goblin Guides and such, because Sealfire will be excellent at answering Eidolon, but it'll be a little delayed as far as Goblin Guide. Okay, they might be on the Eidolon plan. I'll take it. I'll take it. I will take it. Alrighty. This has got to be not their first choice if they're on Eidolon, but you know, Sealfire's like, ugh. Maybe they just play out Pure Burn, maybe. Okay, Pure looking like Pure Burn. Maybe a little bit of wishing gets us there. Okay. Question is, should I research desk it up? I'm actually kind of ironically thinking no. Well, I should probably play a research desk out. Or maybe I'll just literally pitch them both. Yeah, you know what? I'll pitch them both. I'll pitch them both. If it looks like I can color screw them off white, I might consider the Demolition Field, but I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I might use the Demolition Field here. Because I'm very much on the verge. On the verge, as they say. An argument could have been made to go after Sacred Foundry, but I think it's better to hit that card. Gaining 2 life from 4 life is not going to make that huge of a difference. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, it's difficult for me to deal with just the straight up pure burn hands. You know what? Actually, I was thinking maybe I should just ditch the wish plan. Man, that sucks. Oh man, this sucks. Yeah, well, man, this sucks a little less. Ready? Man, I need like Ragavan to like really have a chance here. Okay. Well, definitely gonna seal that here. Seal fate on that one. Okay. I guess I'll play this. Maybe I have to go for the color screw, I don't know. Right. At least they boosted me a little bit closer to actual business spells, so it's not. Yeah, that's a business spell. That is okay, because at the end of the day, I don't think. Well, maybe I'm wrong. I was gonna say I don't think we're gonna lose on being tempoed with the burn spells. The Liver Bolt does help. Does help. Okay. What is this? Okay. Let's just do this here. So I could play the Seasoned Pyromancer. I guess that has to be the plan, doesn't it? I hate losing 2 life, but I'm gonna lose 2 life anyway from the Eidolon attack. Might as well. Alright. Then I guess we field into putting Obosh into hand. I don't know. I have to try to double block here. This way, hopefully they have to use a burn spell on a creature instead of my face. Otherwise, I'm fine with just trading a token for the Swiss Spear. I really am. Yeah, but I suspected as much. Alright, so I guess we have to take them off of white, because we gotta do every little thing we can. There we go. Kinda wishing I just had the Field of Ruins, whatever you call it, with Cleansing Wildfires. Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. Okay, I feel like I have to hit that Inspiring Vantage, but at the same time, if I do, I'm just gonna die, so I guess I have to go boom. And then I'm probably just gonna die next turn. But I guess we'll see. 5-0 blocked. By a good way, you know, not so great matchup. Okay, well, we live another day. That's a good start, I guess. Alright, let's do this. This will help prevent cards like what's it called? Deflecting Palm. So it's a little risky, but the tokens here, can still do stuff. I don't know, man. This is top deck bolt. GG's. Yep, GG's. Oh, well, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Not yet, at least. That is suicide unless I'm missing something. Unless I'm missing something. think that's suicide. Did I actually pull it off? Holy moly. Did I? No, they still got a bolt in their hand. I just know it. Okay. Oh, well, sunshine. Okay. I don't know. Is this actually, oh my god, I did it. That did not look like, alright. Alrighty. Match. Oh. Match. Yeah, 3. Alright, yeah. And I already kept this hand because it had things that go boom. Okay. And I've got my birdie buddy with me. Hopefully she won't make too much noise. Yeah, she wants to play. And who can blame her? Playing is wonderful. Ready? Yeah, since I just know that they got something, I don't want to indulge their power fantasy too much. Yep. Kroxa. I think I'll discard the Valakut. I'll Demolition Field this thing, play the other Seal of Fire. Oh, some giant picked feather here. We have a beautiful feather. Alright, let's see here. Yes. Animals are cute when they're cleaning themselves. Alrighty. Yep, that's the thing. I wonder if I should field a rune. You know, I'm just going to Valakut here. Discard the mountain here. Works for me. I can take one hit. Ready. Righty. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. No. Ooh, so I've got some choices. Part of me wants to play Wish to be mana efficient. But I think this is probably just better. I can do Wish next turn. Maybe I'll research desk right now, actually. Why not? Bonecrusher is sweet, but actually I kind of like the idea of making my land drop. Okay, that's a little unexpected, and it makes me a little maybe want to get Radiant Fountain. But I guess they're trying to build towards Kroxa. Alrighty. La 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 la. What a fun sounding alarm. Oh, so Sunshine wants to be part of the alarm too. Okay, let's see. Ooh, Scourge. Well, you're very scourging, aren't you? Okay. So, how best to tackle this? You know, contrary to popular belief, I I think sometimes it is correct to just crack the relic. Okay, that's good. Okay. So, this is, I think, the plan, okay? I think I play this. I play Wish. I think I go get Radiant Fountain. Let's see if they, like, try to bolt themselves in response. I will probably use all my Seal Fires. If so. Alrighty. Yeah, no thanks. Alrighty. Hopefully they don't have another one waiting in the wings. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, could have seen that one coming. Alright, well now I wish I got Blast Zone, but, you know, how could I have known, right? Let's try this here. I don't know how useful this is going to be, but, I mean, I kind of want to make something happen. Okay, well, that's something. I'm not gonna, I can't vouch for that being, like, the best thing ever. Okay, well, hopefully I get another Wish, and I can Blast Zone it up. We shall see. We shall see. Alrighty, Shield of Rune. Oh, I don't know. I'm taking a lot of damage. Obviously, they draw a fetch land. I'm dead. Okay, well, you know, so far it is what it is. Alrighty. That's gonna literally kill me, so I have to do this. Yeah, I mean, I can't. As much as dashing Ragavan sounds sweet, it's gonna turbocharge their Death Shadows. It's not cool. Okay, well, let's see. Okay, you know, maybe we can make something happen here. 23andMe, or whatever they call it. Yeah, Wish is good. Wish is good. Unfortunately, I can't reap the total benefits of Blast Zone just yet, but we'll see. I guess I could have played Engineered Explosives, right? I guess that was cool too, but now that I think about it, I should have played Engineered Explosives. Oh no, I couldn't have, because I couldn't have cracked it the same turn. Let's see here. Oh wow, we did it! We did it! We did it! Oh, always feels good. Always feels good. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave the Cleansing Wildfires in the SB. Okay. Let us see. Let us see. Let us see. Okay. Ready. We got the Raga. Raga sighted. The Ragavan has been sighted. They don't seem to be a scam deck with the you know, with the Undying Evil stuff. So I think there's not much reason to do that on my turn. Your turn. I don't want them to reduce my life total for Scourge of the Skyclaves purposes. And it's kind of gutsy to play Scourge of the Skyclaves in a meta where A, Merfolk is on the uptick, and Merfolk Tricksters outright kills it, and B, where what's it called? Dress Down is ubiquitous in either the main deck or the sideboard, and Dress Down is, needless to say, kind of the bee's knees when it comes to, you know, dealing with the good old-fashioned Sword of the Skyclaves, and draws a card and even deals with multiple. Okay, that's a spicy meatball. I obviously have way too floody of a hand, so maybe it's my fault for keeping. Do they want to play it? They get some advantages. I'd probably do it if I were them, but I don't know. I don't know what else got going on. Ouch. Yeah, it's gonna leave a mark. I guess that is not ideal. Yeah, that would probably be better than nothing. I want to play Seal of Fire, but I just straight lose if they have a land. I think I'm going to have to do this. I also just can't be hit by Ragavan again. They have a land, it's not good for me. Yeah, I guess maybe this was just throwing it, but that Ragavan, I gotta deal with that sooner or later. Hopefully they don't have another land. Or hopefully it's a swamp. Okay, I can deal with this. Deal with this. Now I go get Tormod's Crypt. I don't think there's too much they can do at instant speed with this. I just want to avoid them Kozilek's returning the Ragavan to their hand. Okay, not bad. What's the plan here? I think the Mana Screw plan ain't bad. You know, I could have put Obosh to hand, but maybe not. Maybe nah. Alright, that is what it is. I was trying to, I know what I was trying to do. I'm trying to empty my hand. It is what it is. So, yeah. Probably that's a Death Shadow. No, not yet. Let me do this. I don't want to Rakdos because that's just gonna make Death Shadow more powerful. I guess the research desk it up, huh? This could be a mistake not to play Steel Fire, but Steel Fire is it's a little on the weaker side. Still got another Mishra's desk. This way I empty my hand. Yeah, okay, well I played right into that. So anyway, we'll see. I guess it's gonna have to be Fury, right? That's between the two. Seems a little bit better. Yeah, I walked into that one, but you know, it's just too mana efficient not to. And this way I get to keep another Fury in my hand too. So that's nice. Well, in theory, unless they have another Thutsies. But there was a little bit of a bait, I guess. Foo, Deathy Shadow. Darthy Shadow. If I attack, would they block? Well, let's see. I think they kind of have to. I mean, if they, at the end of the day, if they have a dragon, you know, dragons, whatever, then I think that's GG anyway. So the idea is, you know, I got the good Seasoned Pyro blocks. I got good stuff. They say in the industry, I got good cheese. Okay. Yep. I guess a lightning bolt to their face would save it, but then that's not a lightning bolt to the Fury. Let's see. I like it. I like it, like it. I like it, like it. Ooh, I like it, like it. Alright, match, what is it? Yeah, I can't keep this hand. 4. Yep. Man, this is not my favorite, but, man, you know, believe it or not, I'm actually going to prioritize Seal of Fire over. Let's see, bam, Relic. I'm going to hope to draw into something good here. Hope to draw into something good. Oh yeah, and if you don't hear static in this video, that's because, yeah. Oh no, they're playing Burn. It's a little odd. I thought they were playing a similar deck to our deck. Okay, bam, bam, MoneyGram. Oh yeah, it's probably better. Okay. Okie dokie. Okie doke. Okie dokie doke. Okie doke. Okie dokie doke. I'm gonna try to keep him off white. I mean, like, I have limited ability to resist, you know. Yep. Alright, well, let's see. Hey, if the bolt goes to Ragavan, I'm not gonna complain, but it'll probably Searing Blaze me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so frustrating. Alright, well, that's the hope, man. I gotta do this. And end a turn. That's the hope, at least. Okay. Rift Bolt. Okay. Alrighty. Even gaining 2 life ain't gonna make that big of a difference here. I mean, I guess I'm gonna do this, right? I mean, why not? I'm saving the Fury for an Eidolon, I guess. I'm not holding my breath. GG's. A Chalice could help a little bit, but it's not going to play until turn 5. It's not an automatic win con. You know, maybe I actually will just play Wildfire. I can't get Radiant Fountain and I lose Obosh, but I think I have to rely on cheesing them. Notably, I didn't draw Wish Period, so even if I had a different card than Radiant Fountain for Life Tech, it still wouldn't have made a difference. Plus, I had Skullcrack. Skullcrack is very good at preventing Shadow Spear Life. And Dragon's Claw would have been too late, also, because I don't think I even got to 5 mana. Or I did, but all I needed was 1 more burn spell. Oh, I know why there was static in the video. I think I was recording from my computer microphone instead of my headset. That's why it was. It wasn't the fan, most likely. Like I said, I could experiment turning on the fan so I don't sweat up a storm in the next one, and we'll see. Yeah, alright, well, there's a possibility of cheese with this hand, so we'll see. Ideally, I would like to save this Cleansing Wildfire for basics, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers, right? Well, you know the nice thing about Cleansing Wildfire, in theory, it could keep them off of turn 2 per white creature, but of course it only works on the play. Alright, Demolition Field, Cleansing Wildfire, let's do this. Bam. Kadeki. Okie dokie. Lightning bolt to my face. You sure about that? Okay. Alrighty. It's made for being seal fired. That's what I think it is. Okay, it's not what I think it is. Okay, it's odd that they held up bolt. That's weird. Why didn't they attack with both? Well, far be it from me. I got Fury for Eidolon. Well, at least I do if I have a red card to pitch. I guess I can. Alrighty. Oh, I guess I'll do this one. Alright, that's fine. Oh my god, this, like, what is going on here? Well, whatever it is, I have to try to block, although I got a feeling they're going to Searing Blaze it. Golly, talk about Mana Flood. I need a Valakut to smooth a little bit of this out. I don't know. I don't know, man. Well, okay, at least I didn't go to face, so it sort of prevented some life loss, I guess. Well, there's the Valakut, the famed Valakut we were talking about. I think I gotta get on board. Like there's something to be said about trying to hit the white source first, but the hope is like Fury is enough of a threat that they actually have to divert at least a burn spell to it anyway. We'll see. And they just triple burn spell me. Okay. Let's see. Boros Charm, fine. Alrighty. Discarding everything, man. I could just lose to a Goblin Guide or something, but I do think I have to be on the offensive, or I've got no chance. This is not good. There we go. And there we go. And there we go. Alright, match 5. Alright, yeah, this is much better. I don't know how super useful Wish is in this matchup, so. Question is, should I play Desk? I guess why not, right? Alrighty. Okay, let's see here. Oh no, Sunshine, don't eat my headphones. Okay, don't eat my headphones, yay. I guess I have to stem the bleeding a little bit, don't I? Maybe I don't. I don't know. But I think it's time to leave a Bonecrusher. Well, maybe I'll... That's interesting. That must have been a mistake. So here's actually what I want to do. I know this seems weird, but I think I'm going for the Fury. If I draw a red card, that's even better. Yeah, there we go. That's a red card. Maybe I should have Furied first and then done this, but maybe there's worse things. I don't know. Now, I don't know what this is. Oh, roots. Okay, I can live with that. I can live with that. I can live with that. And I guess I have to kill the Yawgmoth now, right? If I can limit how good the Yawgmoth's gonna be, that could be good. Okay. I don't know why they used the Wall of Roots, but I'll take it. Mm. I mean, I guess if you're gonna be like that, I guess I'll take Seal of Fire, right? I mean, I guess so. I have to protect myself from Undying shenanigans. So I just can't play Seal of Fire this turn. Maybe next turn, but just not this turn. Okay. Alright. Alrighty. Alrighty. Yes, let's see. So, some options here. I think I want to do this. Yeah, maybe this was not a good idea, because now I can't use Seal of Fire. Yeah, that was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. I'm sorry, folks. I messed up. I just really didn't want that card to get swept away by Relic, but little did I know. Yep, I'm gonna get trashed now. Oh, here's your. I'm gonna get trashed. Watch, they're gonna end the turn. Yeah, play this card. Ready. Ready. Alrighty. That's a good chunk of damage. Alrighty. As long as they don't play another undying creature, it might not be that bad. Although this might. Well, let's see. Can I break up the combo by Seal of Fire? Probably. I hope. But I think they may have enough to do lethal just with this card. Man, I don't think this is gonna work. Yep. Just not a lot I could do in that situation. Although I made a mistake somewhere. But no, I don't know if that ended. No, you know what it was? I should have kept the relic untapped. I don't know. I don't know if that would have. The problem is they had the combo there, but I guess I sort of could have broken it up, sort of, with the relic. I was playing like a dumbass. I'm sorry. Just gotta count my mana better. Should have probably just played Field of Ruin. Wow, they really think this matchup is like a Rubik's Cube here. I'm flattered, I guess. Wow, the unsolvable puzzle that is this matchup. I don't know, man. I don't know if you can win this one. Alrighty, it's a little bit better. I don't know if I need 2 relics. I don't know if I need 2 Ragavans, actually, now that I think about it. Silly me. Tricks are for kids. I guess one could be good for pitching to a Fury, I guess, but no, that was a mistake. I definitely 2 relics is definitely better than 2 Ragavans, especially if this is a lone wolf. No, it's not a lone wolf. So, I don't know. I definitely don't need 3 Ragavans to say that much. What was I thinking? See, I wonder if this is Wall of Roots. Oh. Just gonna play this one. I guess I'll do this. And playing 2 relics though could have really kept the grave mostly empty. This could have been much better. I don't know. I guess I can sort of trade Ragavan, but if I wouldn't, for sure, if I would have drawn a 3rd one. All the roots, okay. There's really not much downside to attacking. Or draw bolt. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'll take the Fury, I guess. It's not bad. I guess my dream of pitching a Ragavan to a Fury came to fruition. Why doesn't this... Okay, that's some kind of shenanigan for me. They could go 1, 2, 3, and then they could put a little 1/1 dinker into play. Okie dokie. I can only hope this Ragavan is gets us there. Alrighty, so I'm a little bit worried about what's it called? Endurance, but I mean, you know, can't just let my life in share here. Yep. Alright. Okay, that is not bad. There's a very good chance I'm going to end up playing it. And this time, I think this was a better. Yeah, I think I'm going to CZ Pyro it up. The problem is that if they drop Yawgmoth, I may need to wish and not use my Seasoned Pyromancer, which would be very disappointing, to say the least. Okay, that's a lot not as bad as Yawgmoth. Come on, I want something good to pitch. I want something good to pitch. I want something good to pitch. I guess that'll have to do. It's not my first choice, but I guess it'll have to do. Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, I guess next turn I can Flame Slash because I'm not priced into having to use Seasoned Pyromancer. right then, right there. Okay. Alright, there's the Yawg. Or is it a Giralf? AKA Alf. It is Alf. You know, people don't know what happened to Alf, you know, after the 1980s. The answer is he died and became a zombie. I don't know what else to say. This is, Alf has seen better days, I'll tell you what. Okay. 3. I don't know. I'm not going to get much better targets for this thing than right here, right now, so I guess we'll do that. Alrighty. Could play something sweet. Okay, well at least that's something they couldn't have played otherwise. Alright, that's fine. Uh-oh, they might be able to kill me now if they have Yawg. Oh, I hate this shit. I hate this shit. Well, I tried. Well, you know, the good news is that at least because of Exalted, they're obviously going to block. You know, it's not a given that they have Yawg, although they either have Yawg or they have another chord, probably. Yeah, I gotta learn to not tap out my Relic. When will I ever learn? Okay, but I don't know if this actually works because these both have counters on them. Well, I think it still does. Yeah, because then they sacrifice this. Yeah, and then that sacrifice that. God, why am I playing like such an idiot? Through games 1 and 2. Okay, post-league wrap-up. So, I think I may want to make some changes, so I'm going to show a slightly modified version. But yeah, I mean, it felt like we were on a roll. It felt like we might have even been cruising to a 5-0. But you know, Burn definitely needs some help, and I think that that exposed our plan to use a Radiant Fountain as some kind of like actual life gain spell for what it was, which was kind of a dumb idea. So, you know, right then and there we lost the race for the 5-0. First one of the season. It's taken a while, but you know, yeah, I mean, armed with Shadow Spear, I'm gonna feel more confident. Again, it's not a sure thing, especially our opponent had a bunch of skull cracks for the Burn matchup, so I don't know. That one is far from a sure thing. Anyway, but and the last match, you know, it seemed like we threw it. It seemed like we definitely we're definitely playing like really loose. I hate when that happens, but you know, what can you do? You know, I mean, it's not to say that for sure we would have won, but it kind of sucks like not knowing for sure like how good we really could do because we're just falling short of the play that we would expect from ourselves. But yeah, main deck. I was super satisfied with the main deck so far. I haven't played Amulet Titan, so you know, I don't know if that if that gets shredded too hard, that makes me rethink things. But most of the other matchups felt pretty solid, having access to the fields and so forth. A lot of Urza Saga decks in the current meta, so kind of nice to have a lot of fields to tackle those. Didn't necessarily use a ton of cleansing wildfires like I was kind of thinking at first, but it was kind of nice having access to them, but more importantly, in some matchups, actually siding in the cleansing wildfires. So, we do lose Obosh, but that is a nice option that we can take. So, yeah, but what are the changes I'm going to make? So, yeah, Radiant Fountain, too cute. That's out. Got to bring Shadow Spear back in here on the right side. Basically it's 1 mana for an equipment. It's legendary, but it's okay. We're only playing 1 in our deck anyway. Pay to equip. Equip creature gets +1/+1 and has lifelink and trample. It also, you can pay 1 to make everything lose, make your opponent's stuff lose like hexproof and indestructible. Almost never comes up, but could be, could serve some use. Yeah, and I guess the fan, unfortunately, actually for the audio may have actually created some noise, so please excuse me for that. I'm going to try to keep the fan off when I'm doing recordings in the future. But in any case, yeah. So we want to take out the fountain for the engineer explosives, and I'm gonna see. I really like that Flame Blitz, but I think in order to do the maneuver I want, where I'm going to be able to what I really want is I want to squeeze Pirate Spellbomb back in here for 2 reasons. Sometimes I want to have access to 2 burn spells instead of just 1. Flame Slash, it's both cheaper and it deals with higher toughness stuff. But Pirate Spellbomb, it can be used at instant speed, it can be used in pro red creatures, and yeah, it can also just be used to draw a card. But just at the end of the day, it's just it can also just be another burn spell to kill something that needs to be killed, like a Emery or a Ragavan or whatever. It has a little bit more flexibility. It could be, I guess it can't be Seal Fire. So I guess it just makes sense, I think, for Pirate Spellbomb. Oh yeah, and also since I'm going to be taking out a Radiant Fountain, it's kind of nice if I'm stuck on 4 mana, I can wish for Pirate Spellbomb, and I can crack it to try to draw a card the next turn, just to try to get me to that 5th land a little bit faster. It's not necessarily going to be as helpful as immediately jacking myself to the 4th land, but it is nice to have. I can still jack myself up once from 3 to 4 with Blast Zone, but as far as I know, I don't think any other card allows me to do this. Yeah, there's no other card that even helps me draw, 1 card further to draw the 5th land. So Pirate Spellbomb also serves that function too. It's a nice sort of burn option, but it's also kind of just a nice card. In some circumstances, I may want to just increase my odds of drawing into my 5th land, so I can go grab a Pirate Spellbomb and then try to draw into my 5th land. So not perfect, but something that is far from completely frivolous and pointless. So yeah. Anyway, oh yeah, and the trade-off though is that in order to make room, I took out the Shenanigans, and I took out the Flame Blitz, and I kind of combined them into 1 card by playing Pithing Needle. I'm a little bit, I've done this before, I'm a little bit iffy on this, because Pithing Needle, in a world full of Bosejus and other cards, like there's never been more, artifact, hate, so it's not necessarily what it used to be, but it still hits a lot of stuff. It can also be sort of de facto additional artifact hate, since we're only playing Shattering Spree as our only artifact hate, like, Pithing Needle. What I like is that it can be kind of de facto additional artifact hate if there's particularly problematic artifacts with activated abilities, and a lot of artifacts do have activated abilities you need to deal with, like Thopter Foundry or Aether Vial, or even for that matter, Batterskull's recursion effect. There's a lot of stuff that Pithing Needle being able to name will basically shut it off. By no means will that deal with all the kind of artifacts you need to deal with. There are, I think, a very small amount of enchantments that have activated abilities. Enchantments definitely, but Shenanigans couldn't deal with enchantments either, so that is what it is. Can also deal with some lands. For example, we could deal with Urza Saga if we just don't have access to anything else. we could play this on turn 4. And oh yeah, that is kind of nice because we don't have access to Ghost Quarter, and actually the budget version of this deck basically swaps the Ragavans for the Cleansing Wildfires, and it also swaps the Valakuts for Shatter Skull Smashings, which are probably better, you know, as long as you can support them in a companionless build. So obviously you lose access to Obosh. You get a slightly expanded sideboard because you can move the Cleansing Wildfires into the main deck permanently if you go a more budget route. Which, you know, honestly, there's an argument to be made that the budget route, like Ragavan, might even be like that necessary in this build. So there's a legitimate argument that the Ragavans are not. They might not even be better. But you know, kind of cool to try to experiment with like sort of a budget version and a non-budget version. In any case, it is very possible that the budget version is actually better, interestingly enough. But in any case, yeah, what I was just trying to say is that yeah, in the budget version, we effectively unlock 4 more sideboard slots. I know at least one of those is Ghost Quarter, which is really cool because you know, that way you got the 4 Cleansing Wildfires, Field of Ruins, Demolition Fields, and your Wish can act as one more sort of land destruction effect. The idea is if you've got them on the ropes and they're out of basics, you know, Wish can basically almost be sort of like a 3-mana Stone Rain type effect. Obviously you have to use a land drop too to drop Ghost Quarter, but that can be good. I don't think that's as necessary here when we're kind of trying to jack ourselves to 5 for Cleansing Wildfire off of Wish anyway. So in the non-budget version with a Ragavan, also hopefully Ragavan can help you. You know, that was our thought, at least. You know, can help us get to 5 mana. So there was that. But yeah, so that's the other thing is we have access to Ghost Quarter in the budget version. We don't in this version, so we yeah. So we can play Pithing Needle, which can be a way to at least shut off Saga from making tokens. You know, because we don't have access to Ghost Quarter, which in a pinch could be something we need, and we don't have access to there. So there is that. But in all seriousness, if we could, you know, definitely swapping a Cleansing Wildfire for a Ghost Quarter is good. Swapping like the Pithing Needle for Shenanigans, and then another Cleansing Wildfire for a what do you call it, a Flame Blitz, you know, because that is just kind of better, being able to slam that and deal with the Planeswalkers. 5 damage every end step will deal with most Planeswalkers, and then another one, I think I have Zuran Orb, another Cleansing Wildfire, can be replaced by Zuran Orb just because sometimes you need the life gain more quickly. Shadow Spear takes more time to set up, so having that is kind of cool. And you know, then like Firebolt is a nice option for like sort of card advantage and creature removal, but I have also been thinking maybe I'll play Lantern of the Lost. You know, it doubles up on the graveyard hate, but it's also kind of like, you know, Tormod's Crypt is great and all when you need, you know, when you absolutely need that graveyard hate ASAP on turn 3, but you know, if you got a little more time to work with, your Lantern of the Lost is it's better against Murktide, for example, because you want to be able to draw a card when you kill both graveyards, rather than like, you know, Tormod's Crypt not drawing a card is kind of a when you're simultaneously trying to deal with the graveyard and, you know, stay ahead on cards, it's a different story. In any case, I mean, hey, we still got 3-2. I am not gonna complain. Hope you guys all enjoyed, and you know, I'm not so sure Wish is a superior version because you do gain a lot of efficiency by being able to play sideboard cards without having to tag an additional 3 mana onto it. But you know, there is something to be said about, you know, Wish can be a very nice Swiss Army knife, and just giving you such wide access to so many tools even in game 1. It's a fun card. If nothing else, it's just so fun. Just you know, like sort of every time you have Wish in your hand, there's sort of like a Rubik's Cube of different options you have, and that tickles me. You know, so I don't know what else to say. In any case, hope you all enjoyed, and till next time, still just kind of messing around. And, you know, at some point, I do think a Saga version is probably going to be the most insanely powered way we can take the new Mishra research desk here, which can also be fetched off of Saga. So we'll see. We'll see when we go back to like trying to go absolutely full powered. But in any case, for now, take care, everybody, and see you most likely next week. You know, I've been able to upload these once a week at least. Let's see if we can keep doing that. All right, take care.